de Canada. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Are now Canadian citizen.
Thank you.
Laws of Canada,
The laws of Canada,
including the Constitution,
including the Constitution,
which recognizes and affirms
which recognizes and affirms
the Aboriginal and treaty rights of First Nations, Inuit, and Métis peoples.
First Nation, Inuit, and Métis people.
Hello! Today we become Canadian citizens.
At the end of the ceremony, we were able to get our picture done with Judge Bayless, and that's how the ceremony ended. And Sunil is now a Canadian citizen.
I will be faithful and bear true allegiance.
An oath to make this special day.
And for the final legal step to become a Canadian citizen.
I became Canadian today, so I really feel very happy to be Canadian here. So I have so many more opportunities.
Tent City, right? It is, yeah, this is serious. It's serious over here.
Whoa, what's going on
They
here?
got some stolen goods. They got the cops just found somebody with some stolen goodies.
Get it out the room.
Stolen goods, bro.
Keeping everything under control, eh, fellas?
Got it.
Looks like you guys got your work cut out for you.
We're working on it, yeah.
Keep it up.
Have a good one.
Are you guys Canadians? Yep. Can we ask you guys a couple questions about being Canadian?
Sure.
What does it mean to you guys to be Canadian?
I mean, I think it's like the whole like mix of cultures and the being inclusive, that kind of stuff.
Right. What does it mean to be Canadian to you?
I don't know what do you mean by that. Like, what do you mean Canadian?
Just what do you think of like you're Canadian? How do you differentiate yourself from the world's citizens?
What does it mean to be Canadian to you?
What does it mean to be Canadian as opposed to Ukrainian or American?
I'm a proud Canadian. That's all I'd say.
But what does it mean to be Canadian to you?
Well, I'm not Canadian. My parents are Eastern European, so I didn't grow up around Canadian.
Right.
How do you define a Canadian? What makes somebody Canadian?
What makes somebody Canadian? That's a hard question.
Is it simply a document?
What is it to be Canadian?
It is friendly, proud, like
Friendly and proud?
Yes.
Because you can tell what like an Italian person looks like, a Russian person, a German person. What does a Canadian person look like?
a Canadian person. I'd say white, but like that.
Did you say white?
You say white person's a Canadian?
Yeah, but I'm Canadian. A Canadian person.
So that doesn't fit?
Nope.
What does it mean to be Canadian to you?
What does it mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I got citizenship at some point.
Are you Canadian?
Yeah, I'm Canadian.
Can we ask you a couple questions?
Yeah, go ahead.
We're just trying to figure out what do you feel a Canadian is?
A Canadian is someone that was born here, and I think like if they consider themselves Canadian, they're born here. They're, Canada's like a welcoming place, right? Like we got a lot of races here, so yeah.
So if you're not born here, you're not Canadian?
If you're born here, you are Canadian automatically. But if you came here, I think you're still Canadian. It's just like,
so
if you consider yourself Canadian.
So what does a Canadian person look like?
Any race, I think, as long as you live here and you consider yourself Canadian, you can call yourself Canadian.
Who is a Canadian? Who is a Canadian? Yeah.
A good guy.
A good guy?
Yeah.
Can you be a bad guy but still have the right documents?
Yeah, of course.
Right on. What does it mean to you guys to be Canadian?
Oh man.
Because we've been getting a lot of interesting answers.
I love the nature in Canada. It's just very beautiful. Yeah,
Good answer.
Able to explore. Yeah. It's the same.
Good answer.
Yeah, mountains.
We're doing a study. Just 2 questions for you.
What does it mean to be Canadian to you?
be an awesome person.
An awesome person?
Yeah, sure.
What does it mean to be Canadian?
To say a lot would be really nice. No,
What-
but I would say to be proud of where we come from. Like when we go traveling and stuff, a lot of people they like Canadians, and I think I take pride in that. Like they know that we're respectful, we're not rude, and stuff like that.
Right on. What does it mean to be Canadian to you guys?
Means
medical.
What does it mean to you guys to be Canadian?
I don't know. I guess the main thing about Canada is like the diversity and welcoming a lot of people, right? I guess.
Are you doing interviews?
Yeah, you guys want to take
We're
one?
asking people about Canada. Do you guys want to answer 2 questions?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
What does it mean to be Canadian to you guys?
I would say being like part of a community, like it's a really open, welcoming environment. And I'm not yeah.
So what does a Canadian look like?
Every race, you know? I feel like there's I'm not even born in Canada, so I feel like I'm Persian, but I'm born in Vancouver. I feel like it's really welcoming. Like there's no or there's a very little amount of judgment. Yeah, I agree. And a lot of people can express themselves in multiple different ways, which is really nice.
Are you guys Canadians?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we ask you a couple questions?
Yes.
What does it mean to be Canadian to you guys?
Pardon?
What does it mean to you guys to be Canadian?
Normal.
Normal?
Yeah.
What does it mean to be Canadian to you?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't want to play.
What is a Canadian?
Someone who's kind. Someone who respects others.
What if someone's mean but holds the correct documents?
Well, I guess.
What does it mean to be Canadian to you?
To be cold a lot of the time.
To be cold?
To be Canadian, I don't know, I'm just proud of the people that live here, and it's a great place to live.
Right on.
I'm not from Vancouver, I'm from Vancouver Island.
So what does a Canadian look like?
I don't think there is a type of Canadian. Everyone's an individual, they can express themselves how they want.
What does it mean to be a Canadian?
I don't know. Maple syrup. Good question.
Oh, really?
Because you can tell somebody from Germany, you can tell somebody from Ireland, you can tell somebody from Italy.
Yeah.
What does a Canadian look like?
Someone who's friendly, always open to talk. Always lending out a hand, It's the basics of what you need as a human.
What does it mean to you guys to be Canadian?
To be a nice person.
A nice person?
To be a nice person.
Nice people.
So if a mean person holds a Canadian passport, are they Canadian?
They still are.
They still are?
Yeah.
What does it mean to you to be Canadian?
Oh gosh, that's a good question. I don't know. I think for me it means I don't know. Being able to speak your mind, standing up for people's rights, marginalized people.
Being a Canadian is like being on the top, say maximum 8 countries in the world. Even if you don't like the situation in Canada, it's still one of the top 8 countries in the world, and this is the world.
Based on what metrics?
Based
GDP per capita, something like that?
If I want to put it based on what, I can say based on the market, exactly as a product. If Canada is a product, there is a huge
demand.
Yes, everyone wants to come here. Everyone wants to get the passport.
Are you guys Canadian?
We are Canadian, yeah.
Can we ask you 2 questions?
Yeah, of course.
What does it mean to be Canadian?
That's a good question. I think it's important to embrace who you are, and also always say sorry.
So you could usually tell what a Ukrainian or German or Russian looks like. What does a Canadian look like?
I feel like we're so diverse. It's hard to say.
So they say diversity is a strength in Canada. Do you believe that's true?
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think the logical conclusion of diversity is if Canada's 2 main sources of diversity are India and China, but they do not implement diversity programs in their own country?
What do I think? What?
What do you think the logical conclusion of diversity is if the main sources of diversity, being China and India, do not implement diversity programs in their own countries?
That wouldn't be good. Wait, sorry, what was the main? I'm a little. I just moved to join. So.
Okay, no worries. So Canada's two main sources of immigration are China and India.
Yeah.
You with me?
Yeah.
And they are a source of Canada's diversity.
Yeah.
But they themselves in their home countries don't implement diversity programs. So won't they just replace all the Canadians with ethnic Chinese and Indians and still have their own home country to go back to?
Maybe. I don't know. Sorry, man.
No worries.
I'm almost gone.
All right.
Yeah.
A Canadian person looks like someone who is like willing to help other people. Like,
Right on. So do you guys think diversity is a strength?
Yeah, very.
What do you think about that the two sources of Canada's diversity, China and India, don't have diversity programs in their own country?
What do you mean?
Like Canada's inclusive, they invite everyone. China and India, their politics, their government, their services are for their own people only.
Yeah.
So what do you think the logical conclusion of having your primary sources of diversity not having diversity in their own countries?
I think that it's just for our country to like be more bigger and like
Our country's going to be stronger and their country's going to be weaker.
because of like how many like and how welcoming.
Diversity
Beautiful.
is strength.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that countries where demand exceeds supply, they tend to have diversity programs? But countries where people don't want to move to, there isn't a high demand. They don't have diversity programs.
You think so?
Yeah, it tends to be immigration only flows in one direction.
Okay, but first about being a Canadian, there is also a big one rule. We have to know that we are actually on a different land. Not
A different
Canadian
land?
Yeah. It's not
Stolen land?
Of course.
Nice. So do you think diversity is a strength?
Yes.
Canada's had its population replaced at the highest rate of any Western country.
That's good. I mean,
So
it's
who's-
just constantly replaced.
But if that's the case, whose strength is the diversity? Is it
All
the
of us.
heritage Canadians or is it the new Canadians?
I don't know.
It's a tough one, right?
I don't think there's a different why are you separating them so much
It's just because if you look back people in the 80s and 70s were against immigration.
Okay.
Especially non-European immigration.
Yeah.
And now the primary sources of immigration
that's good. I'm
tend
glad
to be
we're not all white people.
No, I get it, but
Good.
now it's China and India are the main sources of immigration. The only issue I have is they don't have diversity programs in their countries. So they will replace ethnic Canadians and always have a ethno-state to go back to.
I don't see the problem.
You don't see the problem?
No.
So do you think diversity is a strength?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so?
Everybody should have like equal opportunity, and nobody should be like left out because of their race. I think Canada is like pretty well like.
What about the more intellectually honest people that say diversity is just a code word for white ethnic cleansing?
I have no comment. I'm not sure.
No?
Yeah.
May I ask what ethnicity you are?
I'm a Chinese.
Chinese?
My parents immigrated here from China.
China.
Yeah.
Does China have a diversity program?
Not sure. I think they do, probably.
Think so? Whose strength is the diversity? Is it the newcomers or the heritage Canadians?
Oh, I'm not too sure. No comment. No comment.
Because if they've replaced the population with newcomers and they call it our strength, whose strength is it really?
I think the strength would be the combination of the two. I guess.
The combination?
Yeah.
So do you guys think diversity is a strength?
100%.
Yeah, I think.
Because they say diversity is our strength, right?
100%.
But in the last 20 years, Canada's replaced its population. So who's our and who's we?
It's a hard question.
It's a hard question. Yeah, I don't know.
What's that?
Freedom of speech in Canada.
Do you think we have freedom of speech in Canada?
Treaty rights.
Who do you?
I said treaty rights as being native treaty rights.
Yes.
and settlements from the government towards the indigenous people.
Like the scooping 60s?
Keep them coming.
Yeah, I was in the 60s.
Did you guys get your check?
We got part of it. We just got a settlement from land claims.
25,000 my friend got.
It all the way.
25,000?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got 20,000. We're getting another 10,000
Um,
Christmas. That's a land claim settlement that
Scooping 60s, my friend got 25.
That's a good question. What does it mean to be Canadian? Whoever asks that or even thinks about it, what does it mean?
No one ever asked that
My
question.
nationality, I guess, right?
Is it a document?
Yeah, it's a document. It's nationality.
Because there's people that don't speak English. There's people that don't know any history, but yet they have the document.
I don't
So is it just a document?
It's more than
Canadians being born in Canada?
not necessarily born. I mean, you can migrate, right?
Being indigenous for me is
So you would agree diversity is a strength?
I think that's one thing in Canada that is a big strength. We're very welcoming.
But correct me if I'm wrong, Canada's had the largest demographic shift of any Western nation in the last 20 years.
What do you mean by that?
Well, the heritage Canadians have been replaced by people from other nations. So do you think the diversity is the strength of the heritage Canadians or the new Canadians?
So what do you mean by heritage Canadians?
Well, the people that have ancestral connection to the people that actually founded the country.
And who are you defining as founded the country?
The people that founded the country. I mean, you can look in the history books.
But who exactly are you suggesting? Because you can suggest that the indigenous people founded this country. Is that who you're suggesting?
Well, I believe that before Europeans arrived, the idea of a nation state hadn't occurred to those people.
Okay.
They were nomadic tribes that were not unified under any sort of banner.
Okay.
They were actually tribes at war. And
So then when Europeans came here, they displaced them, right? So what's
yeah.
the difference between...
Well, nobody immigrates to Canada to be living on a native reserve. They come to they come to the culture that was created by the Europeans. Do you believe that diversity is a source of Canada's strength?
Well, I hope that Canada can get there one day.
Why do you think they perpetuate that narrative in Canada that people are on stolen land, where if you tried to do that in most countries, you would be arrested for treason?
Because it has been since 500 years, so there is...
But do you think Canada's unique in having people conquer another people to take over a territory?
Nowhere. So I mean, like...
So why did they embolden newcomers especially to regurgitate that we're on stolen land, this doesn't belong to anyone, when if you tried to do that in China or Africa, you'd probably get punished?
Okay, first, in China, it's a Chinese government with Chinese people on a Chinese land. Here, it's a Canadian government on a native land with international people.
Sure, but China's borders have changed, and they've waged wars and conquered other people's lands. So, I mean, there's people that have claims to some territories of China. But if you try to say Tibet should be its own country, or the Uyghurs should have their own land, that would be akin to committing treason. But in Canada, if you say the Europeans didn't create Canada, it was actually the natives, you're actually encouraged, and it's actually a positive thing.
I can say it's simply it's like a double standard. You know the double standard?
Yes. The two main source countries of Canada's immigration at the moment are China and India.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on them not having any diversity programs within those nations? The two greatest sources of Canada's diversity don't implement diversity.
Well, I don't really know what to say. Sorry, we just did a 4-hour bike ride.
No worries.
We are so brain dead right now.
So do you agree that diversity is a strength?
Absolutely. I would say so, yeah.
Right on. So do you think diversity is a strength?
Yeah.
You do?
Absolutely, yes.
Right on. What do you think about the main sources of Canada's diversity? The main sources of Canada's diversity, according to the stats, are China and India.
Okay, so I think that China and India has a problem of overpopulation, okay? And Canada has a problem of they need workers. They need more population because the soil is so big. No, you have a lot of places, but not so many people that lives there. So you need workers, more workers.
More workers.
And China and India are they have too many people. So maybe for this they are getting here, no?
But if diversity is a strength for Canada, why doesn't China and India implement their own diversity programs?
They should.
They should?
Yeah, but maybe they come here because Canada, has a good economy. When China and India, they are still developing.
Right on. And one thing I've noticed is the sources of Canada's diversity don't actually implement diversity programs in their countries. So what do you think the logical conclusion of diversity is?
What would you call it?
Like if the primary sources of immigration to Canada are China and India, but China and India don't diversify, what do you think?
Like they don't diversify to Canada's culture?
No, they don't. India's government, their populace is all for Indians. They don't really accept outsiders. There's tourists, there's business people, but you're not going to get into the parliament.
But
being,
we do.
But
yeah.
But
So what do you think the logical conclusion is?
Well, because the people that are leaving those countries are leaving those countries for a better life.
Okay.
So why would
we can give them better
not that why
opportunities.
would but why would a Canadian citizen want to go to that country? Not to say that those countries are bad, but why would they want to?
We're
have
able
that
to
same-
offer them opportunities that they can't get elsewhere.
Isn't that a little bit racist?
I don't think so.
So you're telling me a country full of Indians can't create the same level of opportunities as a country of Canadians?
It's not that they can; it's just
They
corruption
can,
from years and years of. I'm Indian myself.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, my family. So it's like it's just years and years of corruption that's really hard to break it, right?
Okay.
And that's the thing with third world countries. You'll see the poor on one street, and you'll see the richest person in India on literally the street right beside it. You know.
Right on. What do you say to the people that say homosexuals can't reproduce, so they must recruit?
What?
What do you say to the people that say since homosexuals are genetic dead ends, they can't reproduce, they must recruit? What do you say back to them?
Anybody that can't reproduce must recruit. So really straight people that can't have babies do the same thing.
So we should keep the kids away from this neighborhood?
No, not at all.
Well, you said your people are gonna recruit.
No.
You're not gonna recruit?
No, I'm not going. I'm going to recruit to the best possible end.
Okay.
And that means that everybody should feel free to believe and love whoever they want to.
But if we allow the deviants to define what love
That's
is,
enough.
why don't we allow the drug addicts to define what medicine is? You don't see the problem?
No.
So they will basically ethnically cleanse Canada.
Not ethnically cleansing.
And
no.
always have
white people came here and ethnically cleansed. That's a fact.
So do you guys agree with diversity being a strength?
Being a strength. As in like a
Justin
positive
Trudeau,
thing?
yeah, Justin Trudeau has said that Canada's main strength is its diversity.
That's true. I think that's like one reason. Somewhat.
Is that right?
Somewhat. Yeah, I do agree with that.
But Canada has changed its population by the greatest amount of any country in the last 20 years. So whose strength is the diversity? Is it the heritage Canadians or is it the new Canadians?
New Canadians.
New Canadians benefit.
I think both.
Is it at the expense of the old Canadians though?
I'm not sure, honestly. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Well, something to think about, right?
Yeah, it's something to think about.
But you guys were great. You guys were really
Excellent.
intelligent. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ladies.
Have a good day.
Have a good day. Thank you.
Sorry?
TikTok?
We might run a YouTube channel called Support Current Thing.
Oh, okay.
Do you guys think diversity is a strength?
Yeah, I do. I think that everyone can learn from everyone else's experiences, and when there's diversity, there's many different perspectives.
Many perspectives?
Many different perspectives which are good.
What do you say to the more intellectually honest people that tend to call diversity white ethnic cleansing?
Sorry.
That's a hard question.
Is that an accurate euphemism for it?
To be honest.
Because they told me China and India are the main sources of Canadian immigration, but China and India don't have their own diversity programs. So is it ironic that the main sources of Canada's diversity don't diversify themselves?
I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little baked right now.
Really?
Yeah,
All right.
I'm sorry.
So Canada's been through the largest ethnic change in the last 20 years of any nation. So when they say diversity is our strength, whose strength do they really mean since they replaced the population?
That's a good
That's what I mean. Question.
Is it the strength of the newcomers or is it the strength of the heritage Canadians?
I think it is trying to include everyone, so I guess both would be our answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So diversity is a strength?
I guess it is, yeah.
Do you ever notice though that the sources of diversity don't have diversity programs in their own countries?
That's true, yeah.
So what do you think the logical conclusion of diversity is?
I don't know. I guess one, much more giving than others.
So you guys don't mind becoming minorities in your own country?
No. Doesn't really bother me, no.
Doesn't matter? What do you say to the less tolerant people that tend to say that homosexuals can't reproduce, so they can only recruit?
Oh, I don't listen to that.
You don't listen to that?
He's pretty gay. He's been kind of gay for a while.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So do you think diversity is a strength?
Yeah.
What do you think about the two main sources of diversity in Canada, being China and India, and them not having diversity programs in their home countries?
I think it's okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
But don't you think the logical conclusion is they will replace ethnic Canadians and still have their own homelands to go back to?
That's true. Canada's pretty big. I think it's okay.
I know. So you believe the stolen land narrative and all that stuff?
Yes.
Right on. Do you know that that type of attitude in any other country would be considered treason?
Don't think so.
Well, if you went to the Chinese and you said that you took the land of other inhabitants like the Tibetans.
But I'm not saying that. They're the people, as you said, in China,
Yeah.
mainly Chinese people.
Yeah, you'd be arrested. If you said the Chinese,
Okay, but
their land doesn't belong to them.
We don't want to have the same kind of government as a Chinese government. Is that the best kind of government to model ourselves after?
Well, if we replace our population with ethnically Chinese, don't you think we'll
I
gravitate
don't know.
towards?
What are you doing here? Seriously, you're just.
No, we're just asking questions because we came to Canada to see what a Canadian looks like, and no one can give us an answer to that question.
Yeah, well, there's Indigenous Canadians. They have you can ask them. They're definitely Canadian, and then there's a bunch of immigrants too.
Okay.
That some of us have our citizenship.
Can we ask?
Some of us
Can we
don't.
ask you what source country you're from?
Mixed. I'm Mexican, Austrian, born in France.
Have you heard of the Clergy Plan?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know how to put it into words, but our greatest sources of diversity come and see our diversity. So if they can bring it back or reflect it, then they can sort of see how it's a strength and then maybe implement it one day or see if that's something they want to do.
Nice.
So they get a taste of it.
There you go. Come to Canada, taste the diversity.
Want to
Take the recipe back home.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks.
What about the other side of the coin, that people that say shameful activity marketed with a rainbow should never be
I
pride?
hate the rainbow. It's so gross.
No?
I'm not a huge fan of the rainbow.
No?
But,
Do you guys know that the rainbow is also the Noahide flag?
The what?
The Noahide flag?
What's that?
It's a set of rules that non-Jews have to abide by when they live amongst Jews.
Good for the Jews, I guess. I had no idea.
So do you think the rainbow flag everywhere is for pride, or do you think it's a way of the Jews staking their territory?
I feel like you can do whatever you want in life.
It's how you want to portray it, you know?
It's how you want to perceive it?
Yeah, exactly.
But did they allow like non-Chinese in the government
Yeah, I
and
think
positions of power?
Yeah.
You think so?
But it's like more rare, you know, like
Mhm.
maybe they're more biased to Chinese people. Like, oh, if you're not Chinese, maybe you won't have that much of an opportunity, right?
So if diversity makes Canada strong,
Yeah.
shouldn't China want to diversify to be as strong as Canada?
I mean, yeah, I guess. I'm not too sure about this topic though. Yeah. But
Okay. So what does it say about the people that abandon their ethnic homeland to be around genetically alien people for a better life. Aren't they kind of saying our people suck?
I wouldn't say they're saying that. I just think they think that they can give their family a better life in a different country.
They see more opportunity here.
Yeah, because like me, like I went to India for the first time like 3 years ago, and just looking at the house that my family grew up in, I was like, wow, I would have lived a very different life than I live now. Here.
What do you say to the less tolerant people that say homosexuals can't reproduce, they can only recruit?
It's their opinion, and I don't give a fuck about people's opinion.
So it's just an opinion, it's not a fact?
It's their fucking opinion, it's not a fact.
Ah.
Where is it written as it's a fact?
Well, how do homosexuals reproduce?
Is it necessary for them to reproduce? Everyone has a choice of reproduction.
Okay, but how does the next generation of homosexuals come to be?
Every day we have someone coming up. Let me tell you one thing. The world grows. You know, how do rats reproduce every day?
Traditional family.
Oh, and how do homosexuals happen to be?
They recruit.
How?
They indoctrinate children. They molest them.
I'm out of.
You think there's freedom of speech in Canada?
I think there is. Why? Like, what makes you think otherwise?
I tried entering the country with this T-shirt, and it got seized as hate propaganda.
Reject white guilt?
Yeah.
As in, like, you don't believe like white people should feel guilty about anything? I'm confused.
Yeah, they try to basically
I'm waiting for an Uber. By
the media tries to spin that white people should feel guilty for the transatlantic slave trade, other things that happen in the world.
Yeah, I mean,
when white people participated in slavery the least and sacrificed their own lives to put an end to it.
Right. I mean, I do believe that we have to acknowledge our own privilege, like within our country, like as white people, where we are very much treated differently. You know, like we have a lot more, again, like privilege as other people. Like people.
But you don't think an African country created by and for those people would privilege its own type of people ahead of foreigners?
Yeah, but I mean, like genocide happened in our own country, right?
How so?
Genocide with indigenous people?
You think white people genocided the indigenous people?
Have you heard about residential schools?
Yeah.
It was perpetrated by specifically the Catholic Church and predominantly white people?
Yeah, but it happened during a time when the life expectancy of a child was actually very low, and white people died at a higher rate than the natives actually did.
Again,
I think that's another area where you should be rejecting white guilt. You shouldn't be going by the media narrative.
I don't think that's a media narrative. I think that's just like accurate history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of an anti-white, anti-Christian attack, and you've swallowed it hook, line, and sinker.
So there you go.
All right. Canada's went through the largest amount of great replacement in the last generation. If diversity is our strength, whose strength is it? Is it the newcomers or is it the heritage Canadians?
Our heritage is pretty fucked, as we have just recently found out. But
How so?
With everything coming up with the residential schools and our First Nations and what the white people did and the settlers.
A lot of white guilt.
Yeah, a lot. Perfect way to put it.
Okay, so it looks like the white guilt propaganda does work on Canadians. Oh, thank you so much.
Okay.
So what do you guys say to maybe the less inclusive people that may say that maybe homosexuals can't reproduce, they can only recruit?
Well, we're together as a romantic partnership, so we agree that they should reproduce, first of all. But I say like everyone should just be able to do what they want. And
how would you guys reproduce, for example?
Well, we've talked about adopting and stuff like that.
Okay.
Surrogates and stuff.
Okay, so just going outside.
Yeah.
Maybe some human trafficking.
No.
Well, turning it into a financial transaction, isn't that?
Are you from Canada?
No.
No? Are you guys from Israel?
Yes.
How
do you know?
Huh?
How did you know?
I know some. I know.
Some questions?
Israeli.
Questions?